This week is all about Christmas and, of course, new release dates. Spring is shaping up to be an expensive one, and THQ gets hit with a fine after a terrible PR stunt for one of this year's biggest flops. I'm Handsome Tom, and welcome to the Game Heroes Weekly News. Last week we talked about Ninja Gaiden 3 getting a release window coming this March. Well, it seems Tecmo has now given a firm release date of March 20th in North America. Also announced was a collector's edition of Ninja Gaiden 3, which will be available at GameStop and EB Games. It includes an art book, a soundtrack CD, a Duel of the Mask figure, whatever that is, and you'll also get access to the 4-character Dead or Alive 5 demo. The collector's edition is going to be about $100. For those of you who are thinking about pre-ordering the game but don't want to shell out the extra money for the collector's edition, you're in luck because as a bonus, you get 2 free characters on the DOA 5 demo. If you pre-order the game at GameStop, you'll be able to play as Ryu Hayabusa and Hitomi, but if you pre-order at Amazon, you get Ayane and Hayate. If you want all 4 characters in the demo, you'll need to get the collector's edition. It looks like March 2012 is shaping up to be a huge gaming month with Mass Effect 3, Max Payne 3, and now Ninja Gaiden 3. Our wallets are going to be hurting this spring. Speaking of this spring, Capcom will also reveal their upcoming co-op shooter, Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. It will also be released on March 20th, making that month even more crazy with big name releases. Along with the release date, Capcom announced a competitive multiplayer mode called Heroes. It's a 4 vs 4 mode. Players will play one of the 4 classic Resident Evil characters as they attempt to shoot down online opponents as well as zombies in the series. Characters revealed for the Hero mode are Leon Kennedy, Claire Redfield, Jill Valentine, and Carlos on one side, and Hunk, Ada Wong, Nikolai, and Lone Wolf on the other. Operation Raccoon City looks like an interesting new direction for the Resident Evil series, focusing more on co-op and multiplayer rather than survival horror. Time will tell if this game's a hit, but it's going up some pretty big competition this March. It seems Nintendo also wanted in on the release date announcements from last week. They fired off a bunch of their big name titles for early 2012, most notably Kid Icarus Uprising for the 3DS. It's finally got a release date of March 23rd. The game was briefly shown at E3 in 2010, but now Nintendo hasn't given a real firm release window, and that's pretty exciting since most of us have been dying for the long-awaited return of Kid Icarus. Other notable release dates are Mario Party 9 for the Wii. Yeah, apparently they're still making Wii games. That comes out on March 11th, and the 3DS Circle Pad will be available in North America on February 7th. It'll be $20. Early this year, THQ released a game, Homefront. It was mixed, met with mixed reviews, negative reviews, and didn't sell. Well, it looks like Homefront is going to cost THQ a bit more money as they've been hit with a fine for a PR stunt during the game's release in March. The PR firm Trash Talk FCM decided to be a good promotional idea to release the game with a ton of balloons into the air in San Francisco. Well, most of the balloons ended up floating into the neighboring bay, causing all kinds of environmental concerns. Well, the Bay Area water control officials hit the publisher with a $7,000 fine. THQ has defended the PR stunt, saying the balloons were soy-based and biodegradable. The water control officials have since fired back, saying balloons landing in the bay were a hazard to the birds and aquatic life, even though they were biodegradable. So I hope THQ learned a lesson from this. If they're gonna cause problems for the environment and wildlife, to promote a game that should actually sell and be good first. Finally, we have only one new release this week, and that's pretty much it for 2011. This Tuesday, EA and BioWare MMO Star Wars The Old Republic comes out on PC. Could it be the World of Warcraft killer EA saying it is? Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and find out. For more kick-ass content, please be sure to check out thegameheroes.com. I'm Handsome Tom. We'll see you guys again next time.